What is going on, everybody? We're here. We're live. The Daily Show with Ryan and Jay has returned. Jay, you're looking very festive right now. You redid your background so quick.
Yeah. The lighting's got me looking a little less funny looking, I guess. That's why I had this up last night. I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna sleep. I'm just gonna stay in the chair and then I don't know.
I need to fix my lighting, bro, because when I went live over the weekend, I realized that if my phone could look this, I'm doing something completely wrong.
Yeah.
When I have like a dedicated webcam, I've got all these fucking lights all over me, and this does not look very good. It doesn't look sharp or crisp. So doing something wrong. I got to like restart from scratch.
Everyone was asking though. They were just like, "How's your lighting on your live stream?" You're just like, "It's just my phone." You didn't have a mic hooked up either, did you?
No. It was
just straight up from the phone.
It was just phone set on a gimbal. Right, that's all it was.
That's what started my YouTube career.
That's right.
Just set up the iPhone and I held the snowball mic. So
you like held it in your hand.
Yeah, it didn't work. It wasn't connected to anything.
Oh, really?
That's true. I was trying to be a news reporter. I didn't know what the freak I was, dude. I didn't know. Never thought I'd be part of this. Never thought I'd be hanging out with someone like you. Never thought I was like, if I just got 20 people to watch the video, that was like a win. So it was like, cool. What a win.
And that was like, wasn't that like the angle that was like, it seems like you put it on like a coffee table looking up at you almost. Like it was such a terrible angle.
It was awful. And I in my home that I was living in at the time, like I had a dresser behind me, but because it had like glass, it would always reflect. So I had to open the dresser door when I recorded, so the door is like open. Oh man.
We've come so far.
Real quick. Happy birthday, Jessica. It's her birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, Jessica. That's awesome.
Always in all our chats, supporting and everything. So just wanted to give her a quick shout.
Happy birthday, Jessica. I think, that's awesome. I got back from a pretty crazy trip over the past
I know. I want to know, man. I got so many questions. Wait. But I don't know if we're allowed. Can we talk about this? Did you meet the guy? Oh, freak. What the heck is his name? Like, he didn't have a shirt on. He had the war paint. He was in the Capitol building.
Jacob Chansley. Yeah. I met him real quick. Yeah. Yep.
Did you get a picture with him or anything? Or it was just
I'm not a big picture guy.
I know.
That's not who I am.
I know.
I barely ever take pictures. I don't really like take too many pictures. Like when I meet people, like I really should do it more because it's probably just good and you can get a lot of interactions. But I just don't. I just like talking to people.
He was in the full costume too, right? Like
I never saw him once with his hat off the entire time
and his shirt on.
Yeah. He was he had a thing on the entire time. He was like mobbed constantly.
Oh man, dude! You also, if you guys don't know, Ryan did an incredible interview. I don't want to mess up his name, with the actor that was arrested immediately from the airport. Yeah, I was gonna mess that name up 100%. But that was freaking awesome. He just randomly showed up, sat down, and y'all did your thing. It was awesome, man. I got to see it live. You definitely need to clip that out and put it somewhere. So it was pretty cool. I'm sitting here watching Ryan's live stream. And he goes, "Look at this guy, Bryson Gray. Yo, get over here." All right. Yeah. Just come over when you're done. They came back.
That's the coolest part about those events. So for people that know, I was at Turning Point USA's AmFest. They brought me out there for it. It was very cool. So big shout out to them for reaching out. For me, the neatest part about it is, one, meeting all the fans that are there, which is a crazy number. I was shocked by how many people, were coming up to me and stopping me and stuff like that. In the airport before, in the airport after, at the event, at the airport here in Orlando when I got back last night. It was wild. So pretty humbling experience, but also just to meet a lot of different content creators and people that you've watched or have met before, like in being DMs with or whatever, and finally getting to meet those people in real life is really cool. So it was great. It was great.
Dude, it was awesome. Just proud of you, man. I'm glad to know you. I'm gonna ride that clout for as long as you'll let me. So
Well, if it gets too heavy, I'll cut off my coattails.
I could be like, when you're speaking in front of millions one of these days, at the conference, I'm gonna be like, I did a road trip with them and his car broke down. And Rod will go, can security escort that man off the
I don't know that person.
That's what's gonna happen. Oh man, dude. I whatever it is for me, I have always like found such great, and I'm all right, I'm not gonna bush your head anymore, but I've always found such great joy seeing my friends succeed. It's just like I love it, man. It makes me so happy. So seeing you out there doing your thing. You were with Chrissy. I saw like y'all were on that live stream and walking around, and it couldn't have again, not to steer into politics, but man, what a crazy. As soon as you got back, man, the Colorado thing hit, and crazy, man. So, but anyway.
And obviously I'm not going to get like super, I don't like to get super political on my main channel or this channel or whatever, but it was good. It's nice to be surrounded by a bunch of like-minded people. We've got a lot of people that are fans that go to that. Like we have a shit ton, clearly, based on my experience over the past weekend. So it's cool. It's cool. A lot of crossover for our audience there, 100%. But
congratulations, man. Now thanks, back
to getting through daily. It was I had a tough time making content while I was there too. I had like no time. I had like almost zero time to do anything.
You're like in a suit for one of your videos, man. I watch.
So I was at Chrissy was like live streaming. We had just started Chrissy's like live streaming. Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
The fucking Jonathan Majors story broke about him being found guilty. I literally walked, 2 blocks back to my hotel, fucking recorded a video still in my suit and walked right back to the conference in like a 45-minute period to get that Jonathan Majors.
Your video got like 70,000 views. Mine got 3.
Yeah,
that's all I say. I like too. Like your pinned comment was, "Oh yeah, Marvel also
fired it because
you recorded that video before the Marvel stuff hit." Yeah.
I walked back to my hotel, recorded the video, put out the video, walked all the way back, and by the time I got back, I think the news was out there that he was fired. So I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking do another video right now. So I did it later though. I did it later in the day when I got back.
Nah, it was great. That was funny.
And that was I was a little surprised he got found guilty. I talked about it before.
Yeah.
I totally think he's a massive piece of shit. And you can see a lot of those text messages from before. The dude's a narcissistic, abusive piece of shit. That's who Jonathan Majors is. However, I just didn't know with what we had been shown from what had happened in court. I didn't know if that was going to be enough to find him guilty of this specific incident. Even though I think it went down basically how I thought it went down all the way back in March, was that she saw a text, she tried to grab his phone, he tried to get it back, argument ensues. But Jonathan Majors guilty and is done as king. You guys talked about that yesterday, or probably the day before,
we were trying to we were going over some of the rumors that might replace him, such as Will Smith, John Boyega, and then like John Boyega had a tweet from like November where he's like, I don't want nothing to do. Basically, like, nah, I don't want nothing to do with Marvel. And I said the best tweet out there, the best one that was making the rounds was somebody said, look, just find all the black actors you can and make them all Kang. Because if somebody gets in trouble, you could just be like, yeah, all right, he died. Like, he still got like 50 other actors there that are playing Kang. So I was like, I think that's perfect, right? They should probably do that with everything at this point, Disney. That's all. Just get a bunch. Yeah, they should have a Lizzo Kang, like all kinds.
They should just like I think they're in a fine position. They could actually just like get rid of the character based on how Loki ended. And it's probably the best thing for them to do. Someone says, to be fair, he was only guilty of some of the charges. Yes, there were 2 different iterations of assault and 2 different iterations of harassment. He was found guilty of assault and harassment, and not guilty of the more kind of the like for the assault charge, the like he intentionally really meant to hurt her type of assault versus the he did something he shouldn't have done. It was reckless, and she ended up getting hurt.
So,
So yes, congratulations on being found guilty of a lesser form of assault. If that's a fair shake you want to give him.
let me just ask a wild question. Do you think if this was in another state, it would have turned out a little differently? Is it just because of like the different state laws, or because like you got Ezra Miller out there, like probably saw this whole thing go down? And he was just like, well, sucks for you, buddy.
Well, I think that the difference is in the Ezra Miller case, a lot of those things went away, and a lot of those people kind of went away, and a lot of them weren't actually like like the stuff in Hawaii, right? Ezra Miller got essentially a slap on the wrist for all that shit.
Yeah.
And then but some of the other like really crazy stuff we heard about Ezra Miller, no real criminal like proceedings ever came from that stuff. It was just a lot of like talk and people telling their stories and shit.
Yeah.
So that's the other part. But
SeaWorld, man. I got it from SeaWorld. There you go. There's your freebie.
Love your mug. Well, you know that Ryan Gosling is now in rumored for a role. Maybe they could cast him as Kang. There's two things I want to see I want to see Ryan Gosling as. All right, Marvel, you got to do it. Either you bring him in as the recast for Kang, or he's T'Challa. Those are the only two fucking options you can have for Ryan Gosling. I don't want to see him as anything else.
I hope they recast with Will Smith. I just would love that. That to me would be awesome. Just put Will Smith in it. Let him do it. Bring him in.
Will Smith.
Here's your chance, Will. Here's your comeback right there with Kang. Come on.
I probably like him in the role better than whoever. Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors. Where does he go from here? He's got to wait till February. He could face up to a year.
I would be really surprised.
I think he'll get probation, probably.
Yeah. I'd be shocked if he did any real time. I think he'll probably get probation or some shit like that. But what does he do in his career? He lays low for a while.
Yeah. Probably take some smaller roles or something like that, or
goes back to theater acting where he fucking belongs, or clown acting. That'd be better off. But yeah, we'll see. He might make a comeback at some point, but for right now, he's gonna be out for a while. It is how it is. I was shocked.
Could you imagine if like James Gunn brings Will Smith?
Well, if he had previously worked with James Gunn, 1000% he would be with James Gunn, right? Like, if he had ever worked for James Gunn before, James Gunn would bring him right back in. But I don't think they've worked together. So let's get catch up with a couple of super chats. Sideways Stand for 5. I broke Jay and Steph with the Elmer's glue super chat last night. I was laughing so hard it hurt. And the picture Tom sent was hilarious.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
So Epic Mike was wearing a Santa hat, but his Santa hat was too small for his head. So when he put it on,
for his head or for his hair?
Yeah, like probably a combination of both. So when he put it on, it just stuck straight up in the air like that, right? And then somebody said it looks like he looks like a bottle of Elmer's glue. So someone made a pitch. My Nerdy Home. He stuffed his afro in his hat. Yeah. My Nerdy. The Rogue Attraction made one of his horrific, horrible memes of Epic Mike as a bottle of Elmer's glue, and that was the funniest freaking thing I've ever seen. It's like when Yellow Flash used to meme you, and like you would take out chunks of your head, and like and every time he puts your meme up, it like. He just kept taking different, like he shaved a few inches off. You're like, what the freak is this horrific meme? But it's like, it's awful. So yeah, it was like that. So I just couldn't stop laughing, you know. Yeah, I interrupted Rip. He got mad at me. So it is.
Why?
He was on like a very good rant about something. I just was trying to hold it in. It was actually Jeremy's fault because I was actually quiet. You could see I was like giggling, but I wasn't like on the mic. And then Jeremy stops Rippa and goes, "What are you laughing at?" Like, so if he hadn't have said that, Rippa could have finished his point. You know, but yeah. I think people like it when I host Tuesday night's main event because we don't stay really much on topic. We had like a 2-hour discussion of like arcades, and people were going crazy. Like they loved that. Yeah, right here. Beardo's reading comprehension. Tuesday night main event was awesome. Being a kid in Kmart game aisle. Yeah, we just talked about like, you know, like Rippa was talking about how he went to we go to the arcades and you bet on like when you would play in like the original Mortal Kombat, you'd bet roll of quarters and stuff. So it was really good.
Illegal gambling.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the next criticism of Rippa.
Probably.
Jessica Lindstrom, member for 7 months. It's my birthday, and no better way to spend it than watching G&G Daily and hanging out with the best chat on the internet. Thank you, Jessica. And again, happy birthday.
Yeah.
I cannot believe we're only a couple days from Christmas. What the fuck is going on? David Smart for 5. All hail the 199. Ryan, did you hear about what the officials in Colorado are doing to Trump? It's insane. Yeah, I tweeted about it. I honestly don't think it's going to stand. But I don't think they really have any legal grounds to do it. I think it'll be reversed. But it just shows the tactics that are about to be coming down for the next year. So James Bursey for $10. Hey, Jay, can you please review Black Sails? It's a prequel to Treasure Island, but merges the fictional characters with historical pirates of 1715.
Yeah, we're going to do... I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that. We're going to do one episode at a time on the History of Pirates channel. So I don't know if I'm going to have like a panel of like 2 or 3 people and then like how I did the She-Hulk. But yeah, that's definitely... we're definitely going to do that. So... And then we're gonna go through each episode, so that'll be kind of fun. That's like 3. How many series? How many? Was that 3, 4, 4 seasons of that? So that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, there you go.
Have you ever seen it?
I've never actually watched it.
Yeah, okay.
I've had it on my like to watch list for a long time, but
Yeah.
I've never actually got around to it.
Well, you like the very first episode. Spoiler alert. One of the main characters does something good, and so they're like, you get to go have sex with... They're like, we want you to go meet Blackbeard and go talk to them. And he walks upstairs and he was scared, but it's actually a woman with a big black bush.
Oh.
And she's like, I'm Blackbeard. So like, yeah, right in the first section, it's like that. They set the tone for the whole series right there. So
there you go. I'll have to check it out, I guess.
Yeah. Yep, right there.
I'll have to check it out. All right. Professor 3PO for 2 says, hi, Jay.
Get back to work.
Gary's Beard Dingleberries for 5. I don't want to brag, but hell yeah, life's been good to me. The metro was so packed today, I felt breasts pressed against my back. Let's go. Hey,
solid win.
Any way you can cop a feel, go for it. Gary's Beard Dingleberries. Yeti, member for 2 months, says, Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. Jack Hudson with the gift membership. Thank you, Jack. L Dark, member for 7 months. Good morning. All love the daily streams. Hail. Beardo's reading comprehension. We said that one already. Jay's sweet and innocent childlike racism for 5. I have a question for all the minorities. When you people commit crimes, are you people found more guilty in one state than the other ones?
I would never use that term, you people. How dare you?
Clemson PC, member for 11 months. Arcade 3PO, much love to you both. Hope you and your families have a great Christmas.
Same to you, brother. Thanks for all the love this past year.
Our man Sundowners Club in the chat. What's up, Sundowners? Says, Marvel has even bigger issues than changing Kang. They need to get X-Men right and maybe have Mr. Sinister as the overall villain, maybe Dr. Doom. Reset, get back to character-led films like Iron Man did. Well, they certainly do have bigger problems than just that. There's no doubt. However, I'm not sure how much faith we should have in the X-Men after the rumor that just came out the other day. Yeah. Jay, can you imagine, after all of this stuff, after the failure of the MCU, Marvel's being the worst performing movie they have ever seen in their entire history of the MCU. 15-year low point right here with a massive flop. You'd think that maybe they'd change their ways. No, apparently not. Marvel's MCU X-Men reboot reportedly female focused. A new report claims the upcoming X-Men MCU reboot from Marvel will allegedly be female focused. Now, let's not get it twisted. The X-Men have some of the best female comic book characters in history, right? They've got like an insane roster of awesome female characters. However, they've also got an awesome roster of awesome male characters that a lot of people want to see. Could you imagine that this is what if they actually follow through with this? With Kevin Feige, 2018, he said, I want to see an MCU where at some point in time we have more female characters than male. Well, they're there. He kept that promise. 5 years later, here we are. The MCU has been completely and utterly destroyed. Can you imagine if this X-Men reboot, which is one of the only things that can actually turn things around for Marvel, bringing these characters in, if the first one they decide to do is literally just all about women?
I hope they do it. I hope that this is a thing. I hope it's real. I hope this rumor that we did talk about a little bit yesterday. I really hope it's true. I hope it's true. I hope Storm is the new leader of the X, and I hope they make all the jokes and everything. We need to think about changing the name. I hope they throw all that in there. That's what I want. Because at this point, it's like we've got to get this Titanic to the bottom of the ocean, man, as fast as possible. Those little jabs in the hull, it's not filling up quick enough. It's got to go, man. It's got to go. I said this yesterday, and again, to repeat, at the end of Endgame, they should have just gone away from Avengers completely. Had a couple little fun films, maybe like the Spider-Man movie, just a one-off, the Deadpool, something like that, another one-off. And they could have restarted an entire universe of films from 1 to 10 films or whatever they want to do with the Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom. They could have just used all those characters. They could have brought in the X-Men for part of that as well. And, that could have been it. They could have ended like maybe on the Secret Wars if they wanted to do that with the Beyonder. I don't know. But there's so many awesome villains with the Fantastic Four that they haven't even touched. And that would have been that could have been another phase. You know what I mean? But they just held on to this Avengers stuff like just way too long. And it's like they don't know what to do with it. And now they're just like, well, let's just add this character and let's change this one around and maybe they'll like this. And it's so stupid. It's so stupid. They should have just Endgame over. They could have just like went to black, and at the very end, they could have just like zoomed in on like Reed Richards working on a computer, and that's it. Like that's it. Like, okay, that's all the tease you get, and then they just waited with a couple of these successful one-offs, and then boom, do a Fantastic Four. Then they could have just, once that's done, they could have paused it a little bit longer, and done a complete X-Men run, like that's phase 3. But they just freaking like they won't let go. They're like, this is what's making money, everybody. They just trying to squeeze as much as they can. And if they wanted to do like these stupid little side shows like Echo and everything, yeah, just throw that over on Disney Plus. Keep the blockbusters, the Disney Plus, the TV, like the CW shows, stuff like that. And I think that would have worked, but what do I know?
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to believe that they could. Whenever we think that they can't possibly be any dumber than this, they do something else, right? But it's hard to imagine that they would continue down this path that is, especially when they're starting to like rewrite everything. They're changing this, they're changing that, they're firing directors, rebooting shows from the ground up. But this is Marvel, this is the MCU, this is Kevin Feige who wanted this from the beginning. The crazy thing about the X-Men is that is the perfect group of people to give you everything that they want, right? You've got your diversity, you've got a bunch of strong female characters in that naturally that come from the comic books. That's the way that it's made up. That's this team. You don't have to like force some crazy thing where you just put all the women together. But
no, you know why they'll keep doing this is because they don't think they're putting out bad stuff. They're blaming it on everything else. It is a constant with it. Again, I brought it up yesterday. It's like these people just love to pass the blame. Oh, the movie's good. It's just the pandemic's fault. People just don't want to go to the film. Oh, the movie was great. but it didn't have as much supervision as we wanted it, so it could have been better. The movies are great. You know, it's just a constant. You know, it's not our fault. It's your fault. It's their fault. It's that fault. It's this fault. That's why I lost money. But it'll pick back up. Don't worry. Keep pushing the same thing. It'll definitely pick back up. But eventually, it's gonna it's got to get to a point where they're like, this just isn't working at all. So yeah, they blame the fans. They blame them. They just blame everything. It's ridiculous.
Blame everyone except themselves.
It's my fault. Yeah, it's YouTubers' fault. It's misogynist. You know, it's racist. I would love to take
credit for it.
You know, it's all those people's fault. You know, yeah, Ryan, it's your fault. The Marvels went down, even though you were a Brie Larson person. That's your fault.
I mean, if I actually, if I actually thought that I could take credit for it, I certainly would. I certainly would if I actually thought I was the cause of it, but I don't. I don't think I can. I don't think
I got blamed for the Star Cruiser going down. There's some crazy people that
made a lot of videos,
massive books in my comment section. Like they just wrote art, like holy crap. They're like 0.1, da 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 0.2, and I just responded, LOL. Like I'm not reading all that, but you know,
LOL.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Nothing. Nothing.
Exactly. Exactly.
Tobias Nexus for 10. Hey, Ryan, what's your favorite animal? No, it's not for furry art. Just fun to see how people compare to their favorites. Any art talent I had died about 10 years ago when I graduated university. I'll be real. I don't know if I have a favorite animal.
Like, mine varies.
I don't know if it's something I've thought about since I was like 5 years old or something. I just, cool. What's up? I like dogs, I guess. Dogs are cool. Like, I don't fucking know.
I know what animals
What's your favorite animal? Oh, it's definitely like the spotted horned owl of fucking Ethiopia. I don't fucking know. I don't give a shit. You see them laying around, or you go to a zoo, you see a bunch of lazy animals that like aren't supposed to be like locked up, just sitting there, nothing to do all day. I don't fucking know.
That's why I like the cow, man. The cow provides beef, steak, milk.
I mean,
cud.
I saw a video of like cows that were like super excited because they got new brushes put in their pens. They were like jumping around like dogs were. It was really weird, really strange.
I don't like to watch those films because I don't want to feel any sympathy. I don't want to feel any sympathy for cows when I cut open a big piece of steak. I wonder if this was the cow jumping around like all happy and like look
cows
alive, full of life. Look at that.
Cows are my favorite animal. As I fucking wolf on a hamburger. That doesn't make any sense.
Now that I think about it, you're probably right.
But all animals belong in zoos or on plates. Bro, fucking like lions are lazy as shit. I hate going to the zoo and like lions just fucking sleeping there, not doing shit.
That's why I like the monkeys, man, because they like at least they'll poop.
They're
in their
doing
hand
shit
and try to.
And they're always running around and everything. Yeah.
Like that's like I'm always hoping that like somebody in a scooter will get hit dead in the face with a big clump of ape crap that they're flinging on people. It's great. I love it.
All right, let's see. Alec Baldwin's finger, who I met at TPUSA AmFest, got to see him there, just dropped a 50 bomb, 50 gifted memberships from Alec Baldwin's finger. As Jeremy says, he don't miss. Awesome meeting you this weekend, man. So shout out and thank you.
Yeah.
Turned 50 people in the chat green right there. So thank you. All right. Alec Baldwin's finger, the man. Beardo's reading comprehension for 199. Mortal Kombat at the skate rink was S tier. Obama at the skate rink. All right.
Skating?
What kind of skating? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I've been both, but
you've done ice skating?
Yeah, I mean,
Not much
God,
of a. I don't think that's just my thing.
bro, last time I went ice skating was probably like, bro, I went ice skating with like a girlfriend when I was like 20 years old, maybe. That was probably like the last time that I went ice skating. Like, not very good at it, but I can get around, you know. I can do like the equivalent of like someone who like can't really swim, but they can get in the pool and like do the doggy paddle, you know, to get around. That's
Yeah.
like the equivalent of me on ice. It's like yeah, I can get around a little bit, but I'm not
I'm
gonna be.
afraid if I go ice skating, like I will be in the hospital for broken something.
Yeah, when you're, it's fucking. Your ankles are sore after. Like if you're not used to it because it's working really hard to keep your balance when it's something you're not used to.
Falling on like ice skating is like probably the worst. It's not like you just kind of tumble over. It's like a slip and go, you know? Like you're in the air. That's what I think.
I mean, I don't
Yes.
know. I mean, yeah, you fall, but it's like if you fall in a roller skating rink too,
That's true.
it's not like that is soft. It's not like you're
No.
falling on carpet. I've been fucking
Get
like
your hand on ice though,
I've been
man.
like to roller skating rinks way more than ice skating. I used to do that when I was in like middle school, high school, because there was a cool like video game, go-kart, fucking skating rink, shit like that in my town. So yeah, don't fall on the ice.
No.
Diz the Jizzbot for one or with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Diz the Jizzbot. Michael Strelitz, member for a month. Marvel has learnt nothing. Are they that simple-minded? Marvel is a lost cause, as we know, but keep it on a broken track just means death. What are you laughing at?
Learnt.
Learnt. That's what it said.
I know.
He ain't learnt shit. You know? They ain't learnt today. Nathan Puckett, member for 8 months. Disney can use their IP as they wish, but if they want to make a profit, they better keep the budget of under 15 to 20 million. Yeah, man. Listen, you can make movies that only make, you know, 500, 600, $700 million and make a profit as long as you're keeping those budgets at, you know, 100 million.
Yeah.
That's still a lot of fucking money. But it's not what they've been doing. Chris Bolts for 5. Wouldn't have been awesome if Wakanda Forever revealed mutants were in the MCU all this time. Namor could have been the one to reveal him. That's a really good point, actually. That's a really good point. Dirty Jersey, member for 7 months. The cinematic treatment of Doom has been a tragedy for decades. In the comics, he's the only human Thanos actively keeps tabs on because he's that dangerous. Doom is GOAT. They got to nail Doom whenever they bring him in, man. They really do. However it's done. I don't know what's taken so long or whatever, but man, you love Dr. Doom, right?
I do. And he is like one of the smartest and like he's like a top. I don't know if he's top. He might be like a top 5, maybe top 10 villain of all time. There's a lot of great villains out there, but he is very powerful than what they portrayed him in past films. So, you know, he's got like his own little like world where he's got like slaves that work for him and stuff. Like, they probably won't show any of that.
That was like, remember the end of the Fantastic Four movie where they just like, what happens to metal when it's to superheated metal when you rapidly cool it? You know, that one is kind of like, so that's how they take down Doom. All right.
Yeah. He's kind of like,
they finally learned to work together. And it's like, all right, got it. I didn't hate that movie though. I didn't hate the first, the one from like what, 2003 or wherever. And like, I wasn't a big Silver Surfer fan, but anyway, let's get into this. Speaking of disastrous superhero movies, that's a perfect segue to the last superhero disaster movie of the year. The DCEU, when Aquaman finally releases, will officially be over. It's been dead for a long time now, but now it's officially going to end with the release of Aquaman 2, The Lost Kingdom, the sequel to a $1 billion movie that is projected to disappoint at the box office. Right now, when the first projections came out, it didn't look good. It hasn't exactly gotten any better for them. Aquaman 2 early box office projections continue disastrous 2023 for DC movies. And right now, as we speak, a day before it's released domestically, the Thursday preview release at least, we're looking at something that is likely to debut less than the Marvels. Around a $40 million traditional opening. That's what they're projecting. Of course, when you factor in Christmas, the long weekend, when Christmas is a Monday, you might end up seeing maybe up to $50 million. Maybe that's what they're hoping to see. Either way, for a movie with this budget, there should have been much more fanfare for it, released over the holiday weekend. It does not look good right now. And people are also realizing something that we talked about on this channel about 4 days ago, that Amber Heard is still very much a part of this movie, despite her being hid from the marketing, despite them only showing glimpses of her here or there. Some people were saying, wow, is it just a marketing tactic because they don't want to put her face out there? Or is she really just not very big part of this movie at all? Well, she does have a pretty big role. I saw Quartering tweet this the other day. I regret to inform you, Amber Heard is actually in the new Aquaman movie a lot. Reports of her basically being cut out turn out not to be true. I wasn't going to see it anyway, just a piece of news from people who have seen it. If you tuned into Geeks and Gamers Daily on Friday, Chris Gore actually revealed that as well and said that Amber Heard has a pretty significant part in the movie. Now, from some things I've heard, she's in it at probably 10 or 15 minutes, maybe of screen time. She doesn't have a ton of important lines necessarily, but she is a part of it. She is in the movie. And they have done their best to fucking hide her in every way they can.
Obviously, yeah.
But Jay, what do you think about this movie? Do you still think it's going to have a big international number? We were talking maybe that could potentially boost the movie a little bit. What's your take on it right now?
Not looking good, man. My prediction was 450. It ain't looking good. Not looking good at all. I think I'm going to miss that mark. People just don't seem to care at all. And it seems like the studio doesn't care either. They're not doing any red carpet premiere. They're not doing any. They're just just cancel it. Just release the film. We're moving forward on something else. Just whatever. We're done. We don't care. Maybe we'll Zoom call them in for something. I don't know. I don't even know if any of the actors are doing talk shows or anything to try to hype it up. I haven't heard anything like that.
They're not. There's really not much. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom won't have a red carpet premiere nor an after party. Yeah. All they're doing for the movie is some fan and press screenings with only Jason Momoa and James Wan attending. So
what? No Amber Heard on talk shows?
You can look at this a couple. You can look at this a couple different ways. One is they don't want Amber Heard to be involved, but there's also other people in the movie, right?
Yeah.
So one is they don't want Amber Heard anywhere near this thing, but also maybe they just think it's a total lost cause. Yeah. Maybe they think that it's a disaster anyway. Maybe Warner Brothers doesn't have the fucking money to put on all this all this shit, send people to all these different places. Maybe they just can't do it right now. That's another possibility. But either way, it looks like they have kind of given up when it comes to this. The fact that the reviews aren't going to lift on it till the day it releases is very telling as well. So it's just it's a nightmare.
What if the movie is really good, but it's just it bombs because of no interest? You think word of mouth might save it? I think Black Manta looks really cool in the film. He's such a cool character.
Yeah, I like Black Manta in this.
And if I were to see this, I'll probably be traveling, so I might not, but I would only see it to see what they do with Black Manta. But I don't. Michael Keaton's in this film. What is he doing in this film?
Well,
do we know who he is? I'm looking at the cast right now. Michael Keaton.
Are you looking on IMDb?
No, just the regular, just on Google.
So originally Michael Keaton was supposed to have a role in it. Then they brought in Ben Affleck for a role in it. Now no one has any idea. You know what I mean? Now no one really knows what to expect. And I don't think either of them will be in it. Personally.
Will be in it. Wow. William Dafoe? Okay, yeah. Yeah, Michael Keaton has no character name underneath him. So.
And I also don't know if Willem Dafoe is in it either.
Wow. That's what a freaking mess. Yeah, this was just the cast that I was looking at. I was Michael Keaton.
Well, so
Wow.
at
They
one
got
point,
Amber Heard up top here. Look at that.
listen, at one point, Michael Keaton did stuff for it. At another point, Ben Affleck did stuff for it. I don't know if either of them. I don't think either of them will actually make an appearance in it.
Yeah.
But Willem Dafoe obviously played a pretty big role in the first one. I don't think he's in this one. I think James Wan has already said that, but maybe not.
Flashback.
Could be, but
yeah.
We'll
Michael
see.
Keaton. What was Michael Keaton going to be Batman?
Yes. Yes. That was before they changed a bunch of things. That was before they changed a bunch of things about how the Flash was going to end and like all this shit.
And they should just let it ride, man. Just let him be Batman in this film. What do they have to lose? You know? What do they have to do? What do they have to lose? Just let it ride. They should have just had cameos from everybody. Why not? They had nothing to lose at this point. They could have brought in Henry Cavill.
Yeah. Willem Dafoe's not in Aquaman 2. So obviously he plays Vulko, but I finally found this article. James Wan says that Willem Dafoe was not able to return to Aquaman Lost Kingdom due to scheduling conflicts. So it's been out there for a while. So that fucking Google list is bullshit. Just that you have, Jay, just so you know.
Man, everyone's like aggravated with me in the chat. Who else would he play, Jay? Like what? I was just curious. Maybe they had him do something else. I don't know. Holy crap. My bad. I didn't know you guys cared that much about this film. Sorry. I hope y'all enjoy it if you go see it. But it looks like a lot of people are not. Oh, man.
Hold on. There was an article, two Batmans. It's like Hollywood Reporter, maybe something like that. Aquaman. There's a big article. Yeah, so Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton both reportedly filmed scenes for delayed sequel that have both been cut under James Gunn's new DC universe.
Okay. So
they both did shit at one point, but then the entire plan for Michael Keaton changed. Remember, like, Batgirl got scrapped. They ended up killing him off in Flash. Like, all this shit happened. Spoiler alert, I guess, for Flash. But I think we're good at this point. Either way, bottom line.
It marks the end of the DCEU.
It does. This is the end of the DCEU. Yeah. Welcome to the new future. Welcome to the DCU as we say goodbye to Aquaman. Maybe Jason Momoa will return as Lobo in James Gunn's new universe, but Arthur Curry is dead now.
You know what? I don't know if you knew this, Ryan, but today marks the 4-year anniversary of the rise of Skywalker. The scene that just brought the house down. 4 years ago today, we got that glory, this beautiful. Look at that. I mean, doesn't that just reek?
It does
of
reek.
Star Wars.
It does reek. Glad you paused.
Why is every picture of Rey showing her butt? I mean, come on. Look at that. Something's going on here.
Well, he's put her in some more form-fitting shit.
Yeah. She
one doesn't.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. 4 years ago today. Do you guys remember where you were?
That was a rough movie. I remember I was distributing pirated copies of it. That's what I was doing.
I think I texted you like 5 times. Like, can you send that link one more time, buddy?
I think I tweeted it out.
Fine.
I tweeted it out.
But listen, man, we got
really dumb.
We got Claude, man. The mechanic, the penis-looking alien that has no arms, that was fixing the Falcon. That's what they gave us. Claude.
He looks so disinterested. He looked like he don't give a fuck, man.
How does he fix the Falcon with no arms? He just looks at it.
How stupid.
How did he even walk? He just looked like a big wiener with like stuff sticking out of his face. Really weird. But that was the Millennium.
The what?
That was the Falcons.
The Millennium.
I just said it wrong. Oh, Star Wars.
Well, speaking of Star Wars, it's still clear that Lucasfilm absolutely despises Luke Skywalker. Like a lot of talks and reactions about, Last Jedi being released, Force Awakens, Rise of Skywalker, because all the anniversaries come like right around this time in December. But if you needed a reminder that these people still hate Luke Skywalker, well, I'll direct you no further than this. Obviously, with the Ahsoka series being the disaster that it was and Thrawn coming back to the galaxy, supposed to be the next big bad threat in the Mandoverse. A lot of people are asking, how is he going to be defeated? What's going to happen? Well, don't worry, Dave Filoni, he's got a plan. And it's all about women. Dave Filoni sees Hera Syndulla as Thrawn's ultimate foe. Because of course he does, right? Because of course it's got to be about a character that he created, taking down someone who's supposed to be someone of genius intellect, incredibly complex and powerful and capable villain. Well, at least the way he was originally written before Dave Filoni got his hands on him. Then he turned into a fucking joke. But no, the Imperial Mastermind returned on Ahsoka, and now we might know what's next for him and the show. And it all comes from this interview in Empire Magazine. Exclusive Dave Filoni teases Thrawn's return in Star Wars. His foil throughout Rebels was Hera. Pitting the two generals against one another is something I find interesting. Talking about how you can't wait to see them face off, that they're the ones that are going to go head to head. Well, a lot of people, like Nerd Cookies here on Twitter, Luke, Han, and Leia equaled chopped liver. Yeah, fuck off, right? Fuck off like Luke or Han or Leia. They're going to be the ones that have to come together and save the galaxy. No, he's really interested in having Hera be the rival to Thrawn. Thrawn's ultimate foe. What do you think about that?
I have nothing to say. Just do it, man. Just do it. Just do it. Hasbro's in the, tanking. They can't sell any Star Wars toys. Boys don't want to buy the Star Wars action figures anymore. So, let's bring in the females, man. Let's just do it. At this point, I'm at that point where just do it. It's not surprising. Just like you said earlier, just when you think they can't get any more stupider, this
is what they have to do, right? For someone like Thrawn, right? You have to make him into a fucking joke. You have to make him into a fucking retard, a retarded piece of shit. That's how Thrawn is written now in Dave Filoni's Star Wars universe. One, because that's the quality of his writing, just period. But also because that's the only way he can try to convince you that his characters are worth a shit.
Yeah,
is to have somebody that people, Thrawn. We know. I remember people, big Star Wars fans told me about Thrawn. I didn't read the books for myself, but I heard it was really good, right? That's half of these fucking idiots out there. You have to make him a fucking idiot in order to put your characters over. And that's where we are.
This is a complete takeover of George's creation from Dave. He wants his characters to shine. Let's just push, everything else down at the bottom. Let's rewrite the stories. Let's, adjust the power levels here. And moving forward, we've got years of Dave Filoni remaking and bringing us a whole new style of Star Wars. I guess they think down the road, several years from now, people will forget all about the original trilogy and those books and stuff like that. So.
And if I were to make a prediction, I think that at some point we're going to see a Han, Luke, and Leia in this culminating Mandoverse thing. It's going to be a little 5-minute thing that they play. And maybe it's all going to be Hera that she's the one that's behind all of these things and the plans are executing whatever, trying to make Hera Syndulla into this tactical fucking genius. My God.
I think if they bring him in, it might, like you said, be a quick cameo. You might not even see their face like they did with Princess Leia and C-3PO. You might just see the Falcon and you just hear Han on the radio. I got you covered, kid. Girl, thanks for the call.
Thanks for the
call, Syndulla, General Syndulla. I got your back anytime. I'm on your 6, whatever they're going to say.
You know what? I legitimately think we're going to see either recasted or CGI'd versions of Luke, Han, and Leia at one point together in this culminating Mandoverse thing. Just a little
You
thing.
have to, right?
And what I think you're going to see, I'm predicting it now, years in the future. I think what we'll end up seeing is a bunch of people who are like, isn't this what you always wanted? You always wanted to be reunited, and Dave Filoni did it. Dave Filoni, and it's gonna be in the middle of this just complete pile of shit movie that damages canon, damages the universe, makes a joke out of it. And they're just saying, isn't this what you always wanted? That's 100% what I think will happen.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. He'll put together a scene that has like a cool still shot for social media, where either they're all standing together or whatever. Luke will have his lightsaber ignited. Han, maybe his little pistolera will be out. And they'll put it all like on some, just like they did in Ahsoka, when they had Ahsoka, Ezra, all them, the big three coming together, fighting all the bad guys. That was all over social media. So they'll do the same thing. I totally agree with you. I totally agree. And it'll be praised from here to, I don't know, forever.
It'll be praised by the thousands of people that are still remaining.
Just remember, everyone, a year ago, we got this peak Star Wars. It'll be a picture of the three of them doing something. I don't know. Who knows? Just do it at this point. Just do it. Let your numbers let those numbers continue to tip.
I hate Dave Filoni so much, man.
I will say this though. When I tweeted this out just real quick before you catch up on them supers. If Bob Iger or someone comes out and is like, yeah, Disney Plus is doing excellent this month, just remember that a family purchased $10,000 in gift cards for a Disney vacation only to realize they're for Disney Plus.
Whoa.
Why do they purchase gift cards, you may ask, for a Disney vacation? Simply because you can get more money from the gift card than what you pay. So, like,
there was a Costco deal the other day where you could pay $225 for a $250 gift card.
So you gain like $20. But it's a big number. Yeah, so you gotta like if you buy $1,000 worth of gift cards, you get an extra $100 to.
How do you buy gift cards for Disney Plus? Like
in
that quantity? I think that's what I mean. Like, maybe you can buy like a year of Disney Plus for $100 or something. Maybe they have little cards you can gift to people like that. I don't know, but
fine. Like, you must have bought stacks of 1,000, right? But yeah, that's still a lot. Or maybe they'd let you put 5,000 on it. I don't know. You would think someone at the register or wherever they got them would. Maybe they did it online. I don't know.
You had to have. Yeah.
Would have said, hey, you know what you're getting, right? Like, you know what you're getting. So, but yeah, like, and that just shows you how much a Disney vacation costs a family nowadays. About 10 grand will get you a good 3 days worth.
God.
So yeah, so when those numbers come up, I want you all to remember there was one family spent 10. Imagine like being like knowing that family. I wonder if they're giving all those out for Christmas. You get a Disney Plus subscription, you get one. Whew.
Man, just give it to homeless people. Like, I don't have a TV, man.
The next earnings call. Yeah, we gained an extra, several thousand subscriptions.
Bro, Mage Demon is in the chat. What's up, Mage Demon? Hold on. What the fuck? How many of us he gifted right now? Mage Demon gifted. Okay, hold on. He gifted 10 Geeks and Gamers memberships like 10 minutes ago. Then he comes back in with another 5 gifted memberships 2 minutes later. And now, just 2 minutes ago, 20 gifted memberships. That's 35 gifted memberships from Mage Demon. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Mage Demon. It just pops up every once in a while. He just pops up and drops some bombs. What's up, Mage? Thank you. All right, let me scroll back up, catch up with some of these. Mage Demon for 5. Okay, I didn't even see this. This is where we left off on Super Chats. I'm an Alphabet Alliance member for life, but Nerd Wars took this picture of me For now, enjoy, Ryan. You yellow background with a letter bigot. Okay, so you're basically saying you cucked out, Mage Demon. I get it. That's fine. You want to be part of the cool kids club? No problem. It's all right. I like your picture now better. So thank you, Mage Demon. Tomac for $20. $20. Jay, when my family gets some turkeys, we name them Thanksgiving and Christmas to ease the pain when they become delicious.
It's a good idea.
Gary's Beard Dingleberries. And thank you, Tomac, for a $20 super chat, man. So do you guys get, you have a fucking farm or something where you just get turkeys? Gary's Beard Dingleberries for 2. Jay, why you jiggle, wiggle, jingle belly, but not me?
I don't know.
Okay. Jay's fat cankle for 2. Please don't squeeze me into skates.
Noted.
Vault 95 Survivor on Rumble. Jay is Takeover. What are the final or current numbers on the Marvel's box office monies? Did they break 200 million? So I do think it's over 200 million right now, but because they're not reporting the international numbers weekly, we're not going to know for a little bit what the actual number is. Right now, I think it's sitting officially at 199 and has been for a while.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah. It's not doing great. Jay, did you see? I think is that new Avatar game already on sale?
It might be for Christmas.
Have you played it yet?
I have. I've enjoyed it. When I get back, I'll finish it up. And
well, nice.
Like
it's already on a big discount. I don't have to. I could buy it now. Only like 5 days after its release.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah. I probably should have waited. I wasn't going to play it that long. You know, I wasn't going to play it on opening when it was first released. So if I had just waited.
You had to get the special edition.
Yeah, I got the special edition. It was kind of cool. I like it. It's for whatever it's worth. You're a kidnapped avatar, and you escape the RDA, and you got to learn the ways of the Na'vi. So, but the co-op, I hear the co-op feature is really good. So, like, I'm looking forward to that, playing with X-Wing and Rolo and a few others that want to play. So,
there you go. Let's see. Boom. Where's this next one? Mike Hill for 2. South Park now has an OnlyFans special on Paramount Plus. I'll have to watch that. That sounds good. Just Nova for 5. The Aquaman's cameos that will save the movie is Oppenheimer and Barbie. The Aquaman cameos that will save the movie Oppenheimer. Yeah, they're gonna bring them in there for cameos. That might work better. Stitch, remember for 2 months, the Millennial Falcon. Big Worm for 5. Got here late, went back to the beginning. Jay didn't sing. Christmas is ruined. I can't even praise Ara. My sadness is deep and dark.
I sang yesterday.
He didn't sing with me.
Yeah, I want Ryan not to be so angry. So every now and then I'll surprise him, but this is my last daily for a while. So for everyone in the chat that's just like, Jay sucks, I can't wait. You get your wish. You get your Christmas wish.
It's a Christmas miracle.
I'm going to be gone for a little while. Going to go see old mom.
Tobias Nexus for 10. Keaton's Batman was crazy and it was great. He lit people up with Batmobile's exhaust, erupted a guy in a sewer. It was fun for one of the first Batman movies. Yeah, he doesn't kill though, right? Let's see. There's Mage again. Clyde dashing for 5. You can't take over the galaxy. I'm a general, says Hera to Thrawn. And he's like, well, I'm an admiral. Nut Bunny for 14. Does she ever stop dressing like Amelia Earhart? No, and I'm not sure what good the goggles do when you're in a cockpit in space. But she's got them.
That is hilarious. I never thought about Amelia Earhart.
No.
That's awesome.
The only okay thing about Hera was the ass shots, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the cake. Baby got cake.
Mm-hmm. But the biggest surprise of that entire thing was that there were more shots of a woman's ass than a dog's ass from Dave Filoni. That was the crazy part.
A little shocking.
Just Nova for 10. Dave's Thrawn. The Death Star blew up. That's my plan. Death Star to an Emperor dies. That's my plan. Gets eaten by whales. That's my plan. Gets decapitated by Ahsoka tripping on him. That's my plan. Yeah, that is the
Sounds about
genius of Thrawn.
Also, somehow the Emperor will probably return.
Somehow Thrawn returned.
Yeah.
Sir Hatford 2, Jay screaming at Dr. Man Disney. Do it! Jans, let's see, Jansky for 3 months. Merry Christmas and happy holidays, all. Thank you.
Thanks.
Jay's sweet and innocent childlike racism for 2. Jay's going on vacation at the Cheesecake Factory.
I like a good cheesecake factory.
I like a good cheesecake.
Yeah. I'm going to Buc-ee's, man. I'm gonna get some buck nuts or whatever they're called. Beaver nuggets or something. Yeah, buck nuts. Whatever it's called. That's what I want. Yeah.
Beaver nuggets. Oh god.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
bro, they have the best Texas brisket breakfast sandwich ever. I just discovered it last time I was there. Oh, so
I haven't been across too many Texas brisket breakfast sandwiches, but they probably are near the top.
Yeah.
We always, whenever we're on a road trip, we always stop there at some point. You and me, at least. I like the those like whatever they had, the hot like cashews they have that they sell there.
Oh man,
they're like glazed cashews.
Buc-ee's nuts, man, all around is just good. The pecans, almonds, those beaver nuggets, all good.
Yeah, and the bathrooms are nice too.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Unless I go.
I don't spill in there either. So even if I do, you'll never know. They clean it up that fast.
In the bathroom, you don't?
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah, that was like the first when we went. You like couldn't stop talking about how good the bathrooms are. Oh, the bathrooms at Buc-ee's. The bathrooms at Buc-ee's are awesome. What the fuck? I get in there. The first fucking stall I go into, it's fucking just a fucking wreck. Just a nightmare. Like Jade sees me go in, I immediately walk out. I said that one's blown up. I said that one's blown up.
Was there a Titanic in there? Whew.
Somebody ate a lot. Somebody ate a lot of buck nuts before going in there. That's for sure. That's for sure. Jay's sweet and innocent childlike racism. Jay loves Buc-ee's hot, fresh nuts.
The pecans are really good.
Mm-hmm. I agree. They're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're all caught up. Jay, what do you got going on, man?
That's it. I'm hitting the road, man. I'm hitting the road. Stopping at first stop. It's gonna stop at St. Augustine for a little bit, and then off to a couple states. I'll be back by the first. I don't know if I'll stream at all while I'm gone, but I brought the stuff just in case. So I don't know if my mom and dad's internet could handle like playing like Fortnite or something on a live stream.
Baka -1. I always get the urge to just gank my meat all over clean bathrooms. Now you gotta fight those intrusive thoughts there, Baka.
Oh.
Gotta fight those intrusive thoughts. Beardo's reading comprehension for 5. The only good thing in Rise of Palpatine was when Lando spoke alien to his driver and responded with a loud and goofy, "Okay." My family quotes it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a fucking shit movie, man.
What a nightmare.
What a shit movie. All right.
Thank you, Chad.
As for me,
I'm
ready to get back on the grind. Going to Amfest was awesome, but it also took a big, I just did not have time to make my normal content schedule. So back on Sports Wars, back on this channel, back on RK Outpost, and wherever else I pop up.
Have a good Christmas, man. Whatever you do. Whatever you're doing.
I'll try. No guarantees, but we'll see. Thank you to everybody in the chat. We appreciate you. We'll be back. Well, me and Jeremy probably will be back tomorrow, and we will talk to you then. Peace.